Morning, Rock Hill. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. Just wanted to give a little recap of yesterday's message from Ephesians 2:11-22. It's a beautiful passage of how the gospel reconciles us one to another. It makes possible worshiping with people who have hurt you deeply. It makes possible for people of different races and ages and classes and educational background to live together as family. What's our hope for peace? Our hope for peace is Jesus himself. It says he himself is our peace, who has made the two one. He has broken down in his body the hostility that exists between each other. See, when we sin against God, but we also sin against each other. And so the gospel deals with both offenses. In Ephesians 2:1-10, Paul talks about how we are reconciled to God because of the work of Jesus. In the second half of the chapter, it talks about how we're reconciled one to another and how different groups of people who are so at odds with one another, so deeply entrenched in their own communities, and actually have hostility toward each other, are now united together in the people of God, the church, to the point where Paul says we are a new nation, we are a new family, and we are a new temple. And what these three metaphors encourage us with is that we're a new nation. Our primary citizenship is no longer the country that we belong to, but we are people of God. We're citizens of heaven first and foremost, meaning our primary allegiance is to him. Our identity is tied to him. It means that any political party or ruler or person in power, we're free to agree with them and disagree with them. There are things that we affirm, and there are ways that we cut against the grain of culture and say, no, it's different among God's people. We don't value the same things. We're a family, black, white, young, old, well-educated, uneducated, rich, poor. The hostility that exists in so many different ways are broken down to the point where we actually relate to each other like family. We call each other brother and sister. It's profound, it's beautiful. God's Spirit does that. Finally, we are the new temple of God. No longer does the presence of God dwell in buildings. But if you want to get near to the active, vital presence of God here on the face of the earth, you're told to go to God's people. Something special happens when God's people gather, that we actually now are the dwelling place of God's Spirit and presence here on this earth. So if you want to be close to God, you get close to God's people. Ephesians lays out for the Christian and for us Christians in the church, this is who we are. With the challenge, live like you are. Become what you are. Live up to this high and holy calling that you have received. And when we do that, we demonstrate the gospel in a profound way. The outside world looks in on these radically different people united in the same thing and says, what has the power to do that? It's at that point we declare it's the gospel that has the power to do that. And so Rock Hill, I pray that we would become who we are, that we would live like this. We would live like it's true and demonstrate to our watching city the beauty and the power of the gospel.